Hey everybody, it's Paul. Today we're going to try a game with my Priest deck. I enjoy playing the Priest deck because it's a slower deck, given the Priest's hero power, the healing ability. It tends to be a slower deck, a little bit more controlling. So the early game is usually occupied with using Holy Smite to kill off his low health minions, Light of the Naro to heal myself up or my minion up, give myself a creature that I can kill somebody off with. Have one power word shield, two Northshire clerics, which are probably one of the priest's best creatures. Great card drawing engines when the situation gets set up right. Two Shadow Word Pains, only one Shadow Word Death. Where's it at? There it is. And really what we're hoping for is in the late game for our for our mid game and higher value minions to trade much more efficiently because of the priest's hero power. Now the priest, as much fun as it is to play, a lot of times you can be hampered by a bad draw. Okay, so typically against aggressive opponents, the mage and the hunter come to mind, as well as some of the warlock decks. What I'm really looking for is I'm looking for Shadow Word Pain. I'm looking for Holy Smite, just something to help control the board in the beginning of the game. Or Northshire Cleric is an excellent one. Velen's Chosen, I only have one copy of that in my deck. I have two copies of Dark Cultist. I'm glad that I'm up against the Mage because that's actually a pretty good card. I'm going to try keeping that. And we're going to hope. So, unfortunately with the Priest, with my deck, I have a lot of, 4, 5, and 6 mana cards. So the early rounds are occupied with a lot of me just passing the turn. I'll use my hero power to kind of keep myself in the game. Looks like we might be up against a tempo mage. And ultimately, the more that I pass the turn, that could be worse for me. Because that means he's just having more of an opportunity to draw spells into his hand. When we finally do start playing creatures, he's going to have the spells to have the answer to them. So his mana worms are already 3/3s, and it's only turn 2, and he's got 2 of them. So we are not off to a wonderful start here. But we'll go ahead and we will play this. He's going to kill it. I'm expecting him to have Flame Cannon or Frostbolt and something. Okay. So he's going to draw 2 cards. He'll attack with 1 mana worm probably and kill the priest with the other. No, wow. Alright, so that could mean several things. Let's see, 4, 8, 11. He can do 11. I'm at that. He's probably got a fireball in hand, and he's probably going to go for lethal damage next round. So what we are going to do is... This is probably just a stalling tactic. But we'll take it. Alright, and we are going to go ahead and kill one of these. So now we are 21 health. We may be out of lethal range here. Let's see. Okay. The Sludge Belcher is an interesting card. If I could get 3 damage out of that, I definitely would have played that to wipe those mana worms off the board. So this is kind of one of the problems with the Priest deck, is if your opponent gets off to a really fast start, you're playing catch-up the entire rest of the game. But that's okay. So he had a really good draw. We had a pretty slow start. My deck is not tuned very well for the ranked ladder, so I expect a lot of matches like that. But that's okay. It's fun to try, and it makes it more satisfying when we win. So let's try it one more time and see what happens. Maybe we can get a better matchup or a better draw. Alright, so this is a great combo, North Shore Cleric and the power word Shield. Hungry Dragon on turn 4 is not bad. Holy Nova. Holy Nova is a really good card against the Warlock, especially if he's playing Zoo. We're going to go ahead and we're going to mulligan that one away and see if we can't get something a little bit better to start. I'm going to hold the ring. That may prove to be a mistake if he has Dark Bomb. Okay, so he is probably Handlock. Which, Handlock is a much slower developing deck, and my Priest deck matches up fairly well against that. Ooh, nice. Alright, I'm going to save the Holy Word Smite, or Holy Smite, just to see what he drops here on turn 3. So, since not a lot is happening on these early turns, I'm content just to draw cards, because all these cards in my hand give me lots more options. Okay. Now let's see what we give him. Okay. Okay, I still have the ring, which is nice. So what we are going to do is we're going to put Power Word Shield on him. Because what I was worried about is with him only having 3 health, that would be a trade with the Murloc and the Mistress of Pain. So he was able to make pretty good trades with that. But I'm not really worried about losing those early game cards. Sludge Belcher should slow him down just a little bit. And this is really kind of the hope with the Priest deck, is you put your opponent in a position where he has to trade multiple cards of his for one of yours. Alright, we have 6 mana to play with. Let's put out Hungry Dragon. Make sure there's not something we can't deal with. 2 mana left. kill him. And yeah, we're going to use Light of the Naro on ourselves to get a 1/2 creature. Depending on, he may leave Knight of the Naru out. He can trade 2 of his imps for the taunt creature. He may have to use a power overwhelming to get rid of the dragon. All right, so I'm really hoping that we draw a holy word or a... Oh, I can't even think of the AoE spell we've got. Okay. And we will play him. So I think our goal here is we're going to try and clean up some of his people. So he's going to turn that into a 6/6, which pretty much commits him to getting rid of my dragon. But we have a way to deal with that 6/6. Shadow Word Death will take care of that. We'll kill the Mistress of Pain with our Yeti, and we will still have the Dark Cultist. So, let's do that to start. Kill that. And now the board is ours. For now, at least. So let's see if we'll put out the Shredder. All right, so he has 9 mana. He has plenty of mana. There are things that he could do here. I haven't played Warlock a lot, so I don't know all the different combos of things that could happen. All right, so his Dread Infernal did 1 damage to every other creature on board. Holy Nova, that was the spell I was trying to remember. But as it turns out, we didn't really need it. All right, so this is going to be a good trade. When he dies, he's going to give 3 health to one of these guys. All right, so we gave it to our Yeti. Our Yeti, we can heal with that and trade. Do that. And we still have enough mana to put out our Ogre. Now he could use Hellfire. He could use a combination of Hellfire and I think it's Shadow Bolt, which would... The Hellfire would clear off these 2 guys. It would give us a 2 cost minion. But he didn't have that. So we'll use Light of the Naru to heal him up to 4. We're going to use... We can't heal our Shredder past 4, so it doesn't really matter. Now I did put 4 minions on the field, so in case he's running a tech card like Mind Control Tech, we could lose one of them. I'm not real fond of that idea, but given the deck that he seems to be running, I don't anticipate him having mind control tech in here. Now that's an interesting combo. I did not know that the Light Warden got healed from Antique Healbot. Alright, so we are going to... That's 4. And I can keep that on board. We will heal him up. Attack with that. Attack with that. That's 15, 19, that's 23. Yeah, I was just debating whether to put something else out, but I really don't see a reason to. Alright, so you got to see the priest deck and kind of how that works and just the efficiency of the minions if it can make it to the later game. Obviously in our first match, that didn't happen. So you got to see one of each. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Leave me comments down below. I love reading them. And any suggestions you may have. As I have said before, I'm just kind of learning this game. And I don't have all the cards, so there's certainly much more efficient cards that could be in this deck. And if you're not already a subscriber, please take a moment to do so. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.